We have done the impossible. I need to figure out how to make this bigger. Okay, so reading chat will be on my phone. That's cool and dandy. Sick. Wait, can I use the DJI thingy to freaking maneuver the camera? Don't connect. That actually might ruin the whole process. I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Just kidding, I don't know how. I want to make it so you guys can read stuff, but that might be impossible. I can't do it. Can't turn the camera like I need to. I got an ad for a company used to make an ad for, a singular ad. This is not a part of the PC building process. That was a part of dinner. But once I'm done with that, I won't be buying anymore. It's not that bad, I just don't know. Not too big a fan. Before I was rudely interrupted by this thing not having the best connection to my Wi-Fi, which is weird, whatever. I do believe that Helldivers 2 played a small, potentially larger, role in my CPU getting fried. Reason why I say that, the game had a decently consistent way of hard locking my PC. That's weird. It's a strange, am I in frame? I'm in frame. That's a strange thing for a game to do. Didn't happen with anything else. I played Battlefield 6, didn't happen with that whatsoever. No stutters, no nothing, ran flawlessly. My PC's pretty good. When I play Helldivers 2, there's a chance for the PC to hard lock. What does that mean exactly? I don't know. I believe it means whenever your PC essentially locks up. You can't do anything, can't Alt F4, can't Control Alt Delete. You can sometimes wait and it might fix itself a little bit. In my case, that wasn't happening. If I waited, it would give me a potential chance to sit there and spam Alt F4, maybe. But more than likely, what happened is I'd have to turn the PC off. And that was working okay. Like the PC would lock up, oh well, it's the price I pay. I'm risking it playing the game, trying to get content to make a living. It's my job. I make money doing it, it's a job. But yesterday, the PC hard locked right after starting Helldivers 2. It's on stream. It's a 4-minute stream for a reason. The moment I started the game, I think the second I go in the ship, the PC freezes. Oh no, happened midstream. Whatever shall I do? Same thing I always do. Turn the PC off, turn it back on, press on. Nope, not today, Chief. I go to turn the PC off. It does, turns off, thankfully. Turn it back on, and things light up. But it doesn't post. What does that mean? I don't make it to BIOS. I think that's what it means. I think that's what it means. But I couldn't make it to BIOS. Which, if you can't make it to BIOS, you can't make it to the Windows. You can't make it to the PC actually being on and doing anything meaningful. You instead just have a pretty expensive LED light up of sorts. So that was weird. I spent the greater part of probably 3-4 hours yesterday with the help of chat, which some of y'all were not helpful at all. Some of y'all don't know what the hell you're talking about, but some of you do. And to the folks that do, I appreciate you. The folks that don't, shut up. Just cállate a little bit more often. Just don't speak as much as you're speaking. So we brainstorm a bunch of stuff, go through all kinds of testing. It starts off with testing RAM, because the light on my motherboard is yellow, orange yellow-ish. That's DRAM. DRAM is your RAM. VRAM is your GPU. The DRAM wasn't the issue because I have 2 different sets of RAM. The current one I've been using, which is what my PC hardlocked with, is 64 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance. That wasn't the problem, but I tested that, and I tested a single stick of that. Then I tested my previous T group 32 gigs of RAM. That also wasn't the issue because neither of those worked. PC didn't turn on. That didn't help anything. Tried single channel, tried the proper setup, which is 2.4 for my motherboard, AM5. AMD CPUs apparently like 2.4 setup. So then we move on past that. I think eventually we ended up testing SSDs because folks have been, they couldn't stop themselves from saying, I know exactly what the problem is. It's your SSDs, they got fried. I'm not talking about Clay, by the way. Clay was very helpful. He said this could be the problem. But some people were very adamant in saying that this has to be it. And I get it. A lot of things going wrong with PCs recently, but I removed every SSD. And PCs will start with every SSD removed, including your M.2 drive, which my M.2 drive is my boot drive. I removed everything. PC wouldn't start. Then we tried detaching the CMOS battery. Went through that process, which was a little more challenging than it should have been. I didn't know how to remove the battery for a while, but don't worry, I figured it out. Because eventually chat gets through. Chat made it through, they made it make sense. It was very scary. It's weird to do stuff on a PC you haven't done before, because it's expensive. I'm not trying to break anything more than it got broken. But I did basically everything. The only thing I didn't do was detach the GPU, but I don't think it was a GPU. And it wasn't, because I bought a new CPU today, 9950X3D, and the only downside with that is that it could have the same fate. Apparently X3Ds are having issues where they're getting fried. I'll get to that in a moment. But this thing turns on with a 9950X3D. It goes to BIOS, it goes to Windows, I can turn it on. But there's another issue. My old motherboard can't handle a 9950X3D. So I have a new one, and we'll be plugging that in right now. All right, I think I've explained pretty well what happened. Any questions? You got low audio volume? Hello? I think that you should turn, wait. What? Turn your mic up. Oh, I can try. You guys should have said something. I was doing a pretty decent monologue there. Filters. I can absolutely crank the volume on this, but it's going to sound bad. Like, this is 8 decibels. Is that better? This is 18 decibels. Thoughts, questions, concerns? Hello? Mic on collar? The mic's close enough. That's not the issue. All right, well, could have used the information earlier. My bad. We're on 18 decibels now, so we'll see how that goes. Already peaking. It's not better last stream. Do whatever you did then. I can't. Last stream was my phone. You can repeat yourself? I don't want to repeat myself. I did a good job speaking. $67 decibels? Nay. Okay. I don't know how to make this camera. Oh, I lied. I lied. I can do this. Perfecto mundo. All right. So this is what we're working with in here. You can kind of see it. You know what? I have a different idea. Bear with me. Yeah. Boom. This thing it's trying to fight turning. It's trying to fight the maneuvering. Why you do this? Why you do this? I'm scared to turn it manually. I gotta figure out technology. This stuff is totally. Temp spikes and it will fry your system if your cooling isn't good. I don't know if the cooling was the issue. I have a water cooler. It was set up decently well, albeit I should have had a different amount of. I should have reapplied the thermal paste, but I didn't have it very long to where that would be an issue. Drink the water. I don't know about that one, Chief. Anyway, so we have a B650 as our motherboard, and I'm going to be removing the CPU. And currently I have the CPU that works, but this was the one that got fried, which it doesn't look broken. This itself has no burnt pieces whatsoever, which a lot of folks are. Is there? Actually, I think one of these nodules looks broken, low key. I don't know if you can see it in like the top, in your screen, top leftish. That's interesting. But other PCs that had issues, they were like legit burnt. And they were using the ASRock motherboard or apparently the Tai Chi motherboard. I have a B650 Asus motherboard, and the new one will be an X870E plus Wi-Fi. Put on your palm. My bad, I'm new to this. Where was it? Okay, I can see it now. It's not going to focus. We don't have the technology for focusing. We don't have the technology for focusing. My condolences. Anywho. Still blurry? I think it's not gonna be unblurry. I don't think. Like maybe if I pressed a button it can autofocus, but I'm not too familiar with this mic or this camera thing yet. The batch number on CPU, is it on it itself? What would that be? Okay, I can't touch the back of this one. So we have a top number, a middle number, and above it says made in Malaysia, and that has like 9MK17, whatever else. It's a lot of numbers, brother. It was made by YouTube Shorts creators, bad place divers. What? Hey man, YouTube Shorts, I think short form content in general is about to get even worse because of AI. It's already been kind of scuffed in the sense that people are just legitimately throw together a video in no time at all, without any effort. And folks eat it up like candy. And now the AI is actually getting good. GG. Your dopamine's gonna get cooked, and your time's gonna get wasted by nonsense, I feel like. All right, I can't really read what's happening here. Oh, do you all like my mouse pad? It's pretty clean. It's kind of vintage. It's a new edition, actually. I might hook you guys up with the creator code if you're interested. I'm following up the situation. Is 100% confirmed a hardware issue? Considering I put in a new CPU and it worked just fine, I believe so. I tested a lot of other avenues and options. Now don't mind the paste. I put this in for 2 seconds or so to see if it works. It works. I didn't really run the PC long, and I didn't have paste until like about an hour ago. So ignore the paste on this. And I cleaned the other one, by the way. So I need y'all to simmer down. Okay, this is connected to the AIO pump. Gonna remember that. Low key, write it down. This needs to get unplugged so I can actually mess with it. Oh my goodness. Gotta remove these so I can actually finesse this a little bit. Should have probably waited to remove the CPU cooler until I detached this cable. Oh well. I'll figure it out. Where does it actually go? How do you vibe code so heavily that you make this abomination of a game code? I don't know how this actually happened because, like I said, I don't think Helldivers 2 is the main reason that my CPU got fried, but I do believe it contributed a decent bit. Probably it wasn't helpful that it kept freezing my PC, potentially spiking my CPU usage, leading to it to, I guess, burn out faster than it was going to. All right. Visibility has been lost. I repeat, it has been lost. Where does this cable go? It's gonna have to hang. My condolences, brother. All right, I'll adjust you guys. How do folks do this to where it's not absolutely abysmal to mess with the camera the whole time? Like, I can drop y'all low. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, the PC didn't post. And PC not posting, pretty big issue. You can't really do anything with that. All right. This is getting ridiculous. It's not, it's gotta like focus up. We're good. Got hit by a 500 kg. I got a one tap, as they say. That's decent. We can work with that, I think. Yo, how'd you think so too? Appreciate you. Lighting is pretty scuffed though. I can't fix that. Unless... No, I can't fix that. You'll be fine. So I'll remove the casing real quick so I can actually turn this easier. That's off. Goes on the couch. All right. What are we looking for? Not that. It is this cable that goes to this doohickey. Oh, it's actually an annoying cable to remove. Word? You're kidding me. Is that even possible to remove? Hello? I have a new idea. This all has to go anyway. Actually, not yet. I'm getting a new case soon, but I don't want to have to remove as much. I want to like not have to remove everything. I don't really have to yet. But this has to go. Like this has to get unplugged. We're good. I'm afraid to freaking break the cables, but it's a fine. All right. Now, flip it back over. Remember that goes. I don't think this is an issue necessarily, but I didn't redo the thermal cooling on this thing. Probably should have. I used the stock cooling it came with, which I don't believe is a smart idea. I do have thermal grizzly now. Got that. And I'll go ahead and clean it up real quick, spruce it up. Now, I think it'd be an issue most likely if I saw some kind of damages to it. That would indicate that it got overheated like crazy. Placing CPU? Yes. The CPU in here is already the replacement. Now, I have a question. Would it make more sense to put the new motherboard in the PC right now? Or should I wait until my new case gets here and do that at that time? Because I'm buying a Leon Lee case. Because it's way better than Fractal North. Like 10 times better. Also, what up, Dozer? New case, less touching. Fair enough. Well, I guess we'll wait to do that then. The new case gets here, I think, on the 16th latest. I also got a bunch of new fans too, because I don't know, I feel like the fans maybe played a role in this. Now, a product case, this is a Fractal North case. And I'm getting a Leon Lee case. It's I think an older model that I really like a lot. It's pretty much going to be the same one I have for my old builds that I really enjoy. How come I can't clean this right? It's like not really getting as clean as I want it to get. It was kind of burnt in. Mine hard crashed the other day playing Helldivers 2. Recovered corrupted something in the registry. Had to reset PC. Spent Sunday getting it back to normal. Yeah, mine would not post. I unplugged everything I possibly could. Still no post. And I started this PC today with a new CPU, and everything worked fine. I should have probably checked all my hard drives or my SSDs to make sure that nothing went wrong. I don't know. Well, this is isopropyl alcohol, I'm pretty sure. This is the Grizzly Wipes. The Grizzly Wipes. It doesn't say what they are exactly, but I imagine they'd give you not garbage. I would hope at least. So I'm trusting them to be decent with that. Update BIOS. I flashed BIOS. So yes, I did. I flashed BIOS to the new BIOS. Or the newest version of BIOS. I pretty much did everything that you could do. Anyone's feeling burnt out? I mean, it's easy to feel burnt out. You gotta find ways to entertain yourself. That's life. All right, gotta flip it once again. Moving this, moving those. Checking behind it. Okay. And now I gotta go back to the old view. Oh, what a time to be alive. Imagine all the people that fried their PC playing this game. I'm actually curious how many people have fried their PC and what their specs were. I've seen a couple so far, and it's interesting. Like, I wouldn't say they fried their PCs, so to speak, but some people that had the same hard locking issue, which at that point, it's no longer just like a, okay, I was trying to move the cable, I give up. At that point, it's no longer so much just a coincidence when it's happening to so many people playing the same game. And you can start to pinpoint what's causing it, aka game guard. So, I don't know. A chip in your motherboard? That's not what happened though. Considering a new CPU, it works just fine. Unless you mean someone else, in which case, I don't know. We're shooting chat. GG's utter trash. The hell is GG? The hell is GG? 300X Mag Tomahawk X570 Sapphire Nitro 7900 XTX. Yeah. Did yours hard lock to the point you couldn't restart it, or was it simply, I wouldn't say simply, but was it a restart that was possible? If it like truly hard locked your PC and you had to fix something afterwards, that's where it becomes like a really major problem. Because it's already annoying. Is it okay to clean your CPU from the top if you're like somewhat gentle? I'm kind of scared low-key right now. Like, I'm being gentle, but it's still freaky. These things are not cheap. Yeah? Okay. I'll bill you the invoice if it goes wrong. It's fine? I don't know, dude. It's fine, but it's also the freakiest thing. Like, PCs aren't really complicated. Well, that's a lie. The complicated part is figuring out where like all these wires go sometimes for the motherboard. But plugging things in otherwise isn't that bad. The scary part is like putting RAM in for the first couple times, putting the CPU in. That's freaky, especially if it makes a crunch. Spooky stuff. In this case, having to clean my CPU is weird. All right, it should be chilling. Yeah, it's like brand new. So do that, then back with the dry one. Okay. Now, oddly enough, I'll be doing this again, but I need to get this PC working now since I have to make videos. At least I need to try and make videos. It's my yerb. I almost forgot how I had that in, but whatever. I should put more fog in the game. The game is so it works worse. Hey, don't tempt them with a good time. They love fog. They're fog enthusiasts. Like some folks like trains a lot. Like fog is Arrowhead's version of trains. And they got some train enthusiasts at the studio. I'm curious how, like, I wonder what this conversation's going like at the studio, because it has to be talked about. Like, not in my case, but just in general. Like, the issues and whatnot. Like, surely it wasn't just a matter of, hey, we think things are going wrong. Don't worry, we checked. Nothing's happening. Okay, cool. Cool. Like, that's impossible, I hope. Where'd I put the stick? Found it. Okay. How do you do this? It's been a long time since I reapplied thermal paste, probably about 5-6 years. I have the cap off. That part is easy. They aren't getting any feedback because people in the Discord don't actually play the game. Well, they may not play the game, but they got a lot of things to say about the game. It's good enough, right? Like, who cares about the feedback being useful? It's more about having an abundance of feedback, because that way some of it has to be good. Surely. Surely. Wipe off a coin size and then press to spread even. Wipe off? The hell? They don't play the game, their PCs can't die. They're pretty smart then. They're probably actually questioning why we still play the game. All right, I'm gonna go. You say when. It's like we're at Olive Garden, and I got the Parmesan. Like Go-Gurt? Are you sure? It's not big enough for that. Size matters. I put a decent blob. You'll see my artwork. Can I zoom in? Oh my god, I can zoom in. Let's go. Dandruff alert? I know. I don't know how to fix my dandruff. It's actually a pain in the ass. Like, I shower. I feel like I've also got like flaking on my face, and I even moisturize too, so I don't know what's going on. It's like, it's gotta be stress or something. But I wouldn't say, I'm like kind of self-conscious about it. Not to the point where I'm like, guys, don't talk about my dandruff, but it's a pain in the ass. And anti-dandruff shampoo, I don't think solves the issue. Not for me. It's like something else. Maybe allergies, who knows. Head and Shoulders, no shot. I've tried it. It doesn't help me. My issue's not, I think my issue's different. I misunderstood. You don't even know. Head and Shoulders, my goodness. Regularly? Okay, maybe not regularly. And I think I have Head and Shoulders or something. I'll give it a gander. Yeah, oh, that's my hand. Jesus Christ. Got the CPU fast? What are you, streamer or something? I Amazoned it. All right, is that a good dollop or not? Do we need more or less? Vitamin E oil. I'm looking into that. I like using that kind of, I like the more natural alternatives, me personally. Go to the gym once and don't get ripped. Oh, you don't go to the gym once and get ripped. Not me, bro. Only one time. It's a good blob. Do I spread Mizwa? Do I spread? Or do I just press it down and call it a day? Spread it though? All right, I bet. Go ahead and take this plastic. Oh, you can't even see what's happening. Take the plastic little spoon thingy, often meant for dipping dots, potentially making a really small miniature sandcastle. We'll go ahead and go with the upward stroke. Stroking upwards here. This is very gelatinous. Very gelatinous. Looks mighty edible. Dang near tasty, one might say. Going to refrain from consuming the thermal paste. The doctors don't want to see me again, they said, which is kind of rude. Go ahead and spread that in nice, symmetric patterns. I think I made a mistake. It's not spreading good. Did it dry? All right, you guys misled me. This sucks. I'm not having fun at all doing this. This is worse than spreading peanut butter on toast. Because contrary to popular belief, that's difficult. I hope it's not a user error. Can't be. Can I have to restart? What did I do wrong? Stop spreading, please. Read chat. I am. Too late? All right. All right. How in the world is there a point you can spread it too much? You're scraping, not spreading. I'm restarting. I'm back to hating building PCs. Everyone else said don't. Oh, don't spread it? Yeah. Mods, find out who said to spread it, spread them, and then ban them. All right, now we're going to damage the CPU before I even start it. Well, the second time. How come they give you a spreader stick if spreading it is like that's misleading? We're going back. Yeah, we're good. We're going back in. All right, that dollop is centered. So just to make sure the council is having the same consensus, we don't spread. We're anti-spreading in this household. And that's final. Oh, trust me, I've learned my lesson. No longer am I a spreader. Unless it refers to misinformation, in which case it's my favorite pastime. So I had it like this. Yes. I imagine the numbers go down. You can't see anything. Let's go ahead and make it even worse. Okay. How come that's still so dirty? I cleaned it real good. We don't spread around here, only glaze. Wait, it's actually still so dirty. What the hell? Don't really F anything up unless you're using liquid metal. Ow. The hell? You building hydrogen bombs, Dozer? We're friends, right? When you bomb the world, just let me know. Get me to a shelter. Okay. All right, we're good. Message clean up. They gotta work on that. It's not good for my clean freak tendencies. I feel like it's good enough. Now, I'm almost tempted to not fasten it in. I want to live a bit dangerously. Bro's PC got hit by a G123 thermite. I think it may have gotten sniped. I've been talking too much trash. Because it's no coincidence that Clay's SSD gets fried and then my PC gets schmited. You know what I mean? It's no coincidence at all, if you ask me. It's embracing the grunt fantasy. It's doing something all right. Oh! He's rage baiting us? What? So the CPU somehow overheated from just launching Helldivers 2. I think it's not so much overheating. I can't really say what went wrong. I just know that my PC won't start with my CPU. But with the new CPU it will. So that's as far as that goes, if you ask me. I can't tell you if it overheated because there's no signs of overheating. There's springs on the screws? No. There's not. It just tightens down. What do you mean springs? The hell? Springs on the screws? I don't think so. Maybe it got overvolted. That makes more sense. Does that like leave any signs of breaks or like any external damage? Yeah, this is I think it's an H100 Corsair cooler. The screws are just like that. It screws down, it fastens it, that's it. All right, do that. Do that. When y'all put in your motherboards, how tight do you screw the screws? There's no obvious signs unless you delved it. Even then, it's hard to see. Might not even see under a scope. So the mic died, by the way. For some reason, it's not charging. I think I can charge it while connected to my PC. Oh my god, I can. Hello? Oh, you can hear me. Nice. Peng, hoping you'll grace me with your best Goofy impression. Mike Godzina. Thanks for the 10. I'm not very good at impressions. Oh, let me think. Goofy's like, oh gosh. Hey, Mickey. Nah. I was once upon a time decent at Kermit. That's since then passed. I think I got like an infection or something, an inflammation that messed me up. But Goofy, closest I can try and do is like the, yeah, no, not again. Not again. Horrible? Thanks. Yeah, I didn't know. Wasn't aware it was horrible.
Do Kermit.
Jesus.
Do Kermit? Well, Kermit kind of sounds like this, I think. Hey, it's me. Kinda. Not too sure if he sounds maybe deeper, but it's got like a weird twang to it.
See, Kermit's okay. PC died, Mike died, and he's wearing a spingled Bob shirt, like damn bro, pick a struggle. Hydra thanks to 5. Also, kinda rude. All right. These aren't tightening anymore. Those are. I'm gonna get the other RAM stick. Now, mind you, that's not much practice on Kermit. If I practice Kermit, I think I can get down pretty crazy. And to make sure I'm doing it correctly, Vengeance is at the bottom. I hate doing it with one-handed. Snap, it's in place. Okay. Ooh, I gotta plug this in. Don't forget that. I gotta buy more thermal paste as well. I just wasted all the thermal paste today. Oh well, live and learn. So this, for folks that missed it, goes into a weird spot. It's like, gosh, want to buy camera person? Because how do I, there's no fast way of lowering this. What if you use estrogen instead of water cooling? Don't know how that works. Probably not the cheapest method. I'd rather use Trin. It'd make Harambe happy. Okay. Adjusted the height. We're good now. Oh, these are my SSDs. This case, by the way, not a fan. You'll probably see in my new build that the new case is 10 times better. Fractal North is Buns, AMA. Just kidding. Don't ask me anything because I am dead set on believing what I believe in that case. Okay. We're good. Ignore this nonsense, it's fine. And now, to see if it works. I will have to unplug you guys from the current monitor, which won't be that big a deal, I just can't read chat. What difficulty? Max. Just kidding, level 1. Could not make it past tutorial. We low-key died before even playing the game. We died before a difficulty was selected. The PC perished on, what was it? On loading screen, actually. PC died on loading screen. We couldn't even get to difficulty 1. That's like difficulty -1. Maybe even lower than that. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys that it surely works. I'm going to lower you even more. Make sure you can see the light in the PC itself. All right, that's good. Okay. Let her rip, tater chip. It shows yellow. Hold. Hold. Please work, bro, please. Don't worry, red's fine. See? Hey, gotta hold in there, gotta hold in there. It's showing white right now. I think white's actually fine. It's showing white and green. But I'm pretty sure it posted, and I'll show you in a second if it did. Gotta plug this into my other PC, so I can't read chat. Excusez-moi. Wow. Ain't that something? Oh God, there's so many cables in here. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't the SSDs, considering it starts and stuff. All I had to do is change the CPU. Only cost $600. Well, actually, 600 plus 250. It's gonna cost like $1,000 something because I need a new motherboard and a good one because the new CPU is intensive. But oh well. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I hope that other folks don't have the same issue. And I do believe a lot of it is the CPU, the X3D. In my case, it was 9800. But it's hard to ignore that Helldivers 2 does not play nice with PCs right now, or even consoles. I think consoles also get kind of rolled. Okay, so PC's on. I only have one monitor. I gotta plug it back in. I can't read chat. Actually, I can. I fixed it. Still under warranty? I don't know. I think I bought so that CPU, I think I bought it for like $700 because at the time they were getting scalped and I really needed it. I wanted it. I actually didn't have to get it at the time I got it, which is kind of a silly choice, but I did what I did. All right, PC's still doing good, making sure I didn't mess up. So I don't know if I get warranty for it. Now, technically, I could probably say, yo, AMD, your CPU died on me in like 2 months. I unplugged this on accident. I didn't mean to do that. That's my bad. I was unplugging the wrong thing. Yeah, I could maybe hit up AMD and say that. Not to be like, Karen or nothing, but their stuff legit broke on me. And I'm an AMD fan. Oh shit. I thought it would just fix itself. It didn't fix itself. Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back. Yeah, I don't know how to mess with the PC. Well, I think my plan, probably gonna make a video on this topic more concisely because I don't want to like drag Arrowhead necessarily, but I do believe that there's some accountability that needs to be taken that probably won't. And probably just talk about like the PC specs themselves. Like maybe it's best to avoid an X3D right now, because I had 9800 X3D. They don't have the best reputation at the moment in terms of survivability. Like they're good quality when it works. PC ain't fixed. It's fixed. It posts. Windows starts up and everything. Bro got grunt fantasied for a second. That's my life right now. I am the grunt. No fantasy. It's tragic. Hydrolinks are too. Maybe potato mode is the way to go. Nay. Send him $100 to do a Kermit stream. I'll do it. I'll do it, don't you worry. Now, I think my current plan, I'm going to wait until I get my new motherboard. Wait, my new PC case. And once I get my new PC case, I'm going to transfer everything in this PC to the new case and install the new fans and everything. And from that point, there should be no issues in terms of cooling or anything, which I don't think cooling was a problem in this case. I have a decent cooler. It's a H100 or whatever it is from Corsair. Liquid cooling. It's good, I think. New conspiracy theory. Yes, keep sleeping. Automaton Sergeant. I'll have you know that your plans failed. You Goombas. You thought you could silence me. You thought you could silence the Savior, the one who's here to deliver you from the Glaze Divers. Stop them as the fourth faction. But first, I must destroy the automatons. I don't know who poses more of a threat, the Glaze Divers or the bots. Honestly, they might be the same people. Bros, but different. 1,000 Lars is ARs is 74 cents. Hey, I'm richer, brother. 1 penny at a time. Yo, Tom Spy, thanks for the 1,000 Rs. New conspiracy theory is that Arrowhead killed your PC to slow you down making a response video to their non-answer YouTube video they dropped today. Yo, Poshkin, thanks for 5. I mean, I don't really feel like watching that because I'm not hearing good things about it. And I don't know. I'm not here to dogpile or anything like in that regard. I disabled my iGPU. The fuck is that? Someone please tell me which component did the game fry. My CPU, brother. 9800 X3D. That's what it fried. Yeah, download a free temperature profile software. Monitor the temperature profile for a while to make sure the CPU is working fine. I think I have one. I think it's called iTemp or something. I'm going to get this set up at my proper setup, okay? I might stream again tomorrow, and we can, everything will be, it'll make more sense. I can be in a better spot. Because right now, this is, dude, look at this. We got the YouTube mousepad plaque. Make sure, I'm not capping. I keep strapped with that plaque, you know what I'm saying? Got the old PC, which is the current stream PC for this stream. And then we got the newly fixed, the light's still white, clean, with the no glaze diving sticker, of course, and the Wilbur, can't forget those. We don't rest. You're gonna, well, yeah, you can't. You can't rest. No rest for the automatons. Unless, actually, there's no rest for Billy Bob. Billy Bob, he knows that he's numero uno threat to Super Earth. Like, he knows that he's the big cojones. So he's got a target on his back, something large. Automaton Sergeant, thanks for 5,000 Rs. How do you pronounce that currency? No rest for the clankers. YouTube's taking a cut of that money, so it's actually less. Well, yeah. Yeah, don't trust me? Fully aware? Actually, it's not just YouTube. So, it's YouTube and then it's Uncle Sam. It is what it is. Pronounce it like a pirate. R's. Thanks for the R's, matey. $3. $3 richer. I saw some dude flexing a bunch of money today. It was actually just dollar bills that had like weird stamps. They were probably worth like a lot more than $1. Pretty clean. He's actually sending you ARs, i.e. blickies. Oh gosh. There's taxes on donations? I think so. Because on YouTube, I don't know if they're counted as donations. I hope they are. I hope it's counted differently. If not, I'm getting double rolled. Oh well. Why do you have two PCs? Well, the old one is the one I had before I bought the new one. So I just kept the old one. I think Helldivers 2 half bricked my PC. It ran smooth till I got home, till I got the game. It hard locked while playing one day. Now my PC crashes on all kinds of games and programs. I think that's a possibility. And it's kind of scary. I should low-key put this down. I've been holding it the whole time. Thank you for putting me on the railgun. It's so fun. No problem. Railgun is actually a ton of fun. Some folks still can't use it right, and they blame the gun for being bad. And to some degree, it's not like God's gift to Earth or nothing, but it's pretty damn good for what it does. You've solved the PC freeze issue. You'll get a Nobel Peace Prize for your efforts. Fixed it. Let's go. Love this camera angle. I gave you a close-up of my dandruff. Only game that has crashed repeatedly on my PS5. That's the weird thing, though. It's not just that Helldivers 2 is affecting PCs. It's also affecting PS5s and consoles. I don't know about Xbox, but PS5s I've heard that more than once, more than a few times. Like I wish there was like a compilation of, I guess, instances that were like well documented, but I can definitely speak from my own experience that this has not been the most fun thing in the world. Now, going back to my PC and what happened, I think that my CPU was a bit faulty because it wasn't just hard locking on only Helldivers 2. That being said, it could have been like a constant issue because when I make videos, I almost always have Helldivers 2 open in the background while making a video as well, which is fine. I've done that for the better part of a year and no issues until recently-ish. But I wonder if, I think it was locking up a little bit with Premiere Pro open, which could have been like just it using too much CPU. But Helldivers 2, that was a more prominent issue where it happened far more consistently. Start the game, lock. PC freezes. And that's what happened whenever when my CPU basically died, is started the game. There's a 4-minute stream on my channel. PC froze. So got resolved your stuff last night off stream. Hopefully you can RMA that blicky and use a new one in the future or sell that in the chip shortage for some Benjamins. Patches, thank you for the 20. Yeah, I think I'm using the old PC. Pretty sure. I'll keep it in the old PC just to have around. And if I need to sell it in the future, I shall. And I appreciate y'all's help last night. It was good to rule out all the things it couldn't have been. Next time, pre-stem the PC. Pre-stem saved lives. I keep forgetting. How can you recommend avoiding this issue you had outside of just not playing? Probably avoid X3D chips. Maybe try undervolting your CPU, which I think I did undervolt mine. Fairly certain I undervolted mine by like a decent bit, probably like 20. So it's kind of shocking that it potentially got overvolted. PC only hard locked on Helldivers 2, but it killed my old GPU. It was an NVIDIA RTX 3060. It cost $400 to buy a new one. No way. How many people? Why is it doing that? Yo. I fixed it. We're good. Performance patch tomorrow, right? Hopefully. What's that doing? The camera is moving, I think. Yeah, it was moving earlier. I fixed it. What do you do to get Helldivers to run so cleanly without freeze or FPS drops? I have a really good PC. Shirt's crazy. You like that? I was wearing my Courage shirt. Earlier. I have a feeling I'm not going to like this, is what it says. Finally, the beach was freaking conquered. Oh, seashell? Yay. So excited for the folks that can launch the game and not be afraid that their PCs will break. So for Helldivers running smoothly, I think it's a setting thing and having just a good CPU. And I had a 9800 X3D, which is like top of the line, or one of them, and now I have a 9950 X3D, which is top of the line, I think. So it's just having a high-end PC, or at least a high-end CPU. Can't take Jack without the DSS anymore. Yeah, I feel like they messed up some stuff with the Galactic War, which people are just going to not like as time goes on. Like, people will just get more and more upset at the fact that their progress, their efforts mean next to nothing because of how they're being counted. Will you send Arrowhead the bill? I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm not too picky. I tend to not want to ask too many people for too many things. And I do know that it's not just Arrowhead that did this, or that it's not just Helldivers 2 rather, but it's impossible to ignore the fact that the game played a role. Like, it had to have. Launch game, PC freezes. That happened like legitimately probably 15 times. But I could always restart it until I couldn't. So how do you ignore that happening? And then like after it happens the last time and you can't restart the PC, like, what do you do? Random more fact about Helldivers. Helldivers 1 states that the bugs have sentience and are shown in Helldivers 2 to be intelligent enough to have a hierarchy. So it would be somewhat acceptable to do it with a stalker. I don't think it's a lore fact. I think that you're going places. Hydra links to 10. That's freaky lore with Hydra, I guess. You and Clay have been affected. If another CC goes down, Arrowhead can't ignore it. I feel like they shouldn't have ignored it after Clay. And there's more cases than just me and Clay too. That's the insane part. Like, I think Mao, he got smoked a little bit. Freezing in game can sometimes make others see you freeze if it doesn't happen to everyone at once. My friend had a hilarious sight of me freezing midair in the Hell Pod before crashing. Oh yeah, you like just sit there lagging out. Did that long before learning that. Built different. Brew Commander is better than any stalker. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I think that you guys have lost the plot. This is a donation of money valued at 20 GBP, donated to you through YouTube Super Chat on 14th October. Big Fish, thank you for the 20 GBP. Had a hard crash one time. I thought my SSD was going to be dead, but I was able to boot to BIOS and sort stuff out to boot back to Windows eventually. Happened around a day after Unjust release. When did this even start happening? I'm trying to think back to when this issue became an issue. With Helldivers 2 specifically. I feel like it was like probably around, what, 2 months back? Minimum? The Halo Bond? I think it was before that. I think it's been happening. It just, people have been like writing it off as not a huge deal, and eventually it just messes you up. Sleep's good for you? I have not been getting good sleep the past few days. Like before this stream, I was in my chair, ready to press the go live button, and I simply dozed off to the point about fell in my chair and slid down. It's not great. Plus, if you when you get too tired, you start to know if you're not getting enough sleep when you get, I wouldn't say delirious behind the wheel, because I didn't get delirious behind the wheel today. But when you start getting drowsy behind the wheel, you need more sleep. That stuff gets dangerous. Real gamers falling asleep at their desk rise up. Fake gamers, bro. Actually, it's real gamers that have a real addiction. You gotta figure it out, make better choices. There's always tomorrow. Into the Untested was when stability got real bad, but stuff was happening before. Sleepy driving is just as dangerous as intoxicated driving. I think it basically is intoxicated driving. You can't even help what's happening. You think you're tired because Arrowhead slipped anti-cheat into your brain? No. I think part of me is tired that I probably watched too many shorts or too many TikToks, too much short form content. I stand there like searching for stuff that matters, but you're always going through a bunch of like brain rot to get to the stuff that has any substance. So it's hard to ignore that the whole time. And you're also just scrolling, analyzing stuff like very quickly and briefly, and that's probably not a good idea. Brain rot scroller. Yeah, I like TikTok in the sense that you can find stuff you weren't looking for, but I don't like it in the sense that I still get promoted stuff I don't want to watch. Like I don't want to watch your 10-minute video, your 10-second dance, me personally. We're going to hold the community vote on whether you should send the bill to Arrowhead. I'd be very interested to know how many PCs they killed. What? I didn't even think about doing a vote like that. I could consider it, but how much do I want to milk it though? Like, I'm not really a farmer in that sense. Alright, please add more War Striders and Dragon Roaches. They don't spawn enough. Hydro, I don't appreciate your 5. I do not appreciate your 5. I don't. Matter of fact, I have a problem with your 5. What's your opinion on SSD and HDD storage topic while Xbox Helldivers 2 is only 22 gigabytes? What? How come Xbox gets to be so small? That doesn't make any sense. New motherboard, it's an 870E. Well, it's an X870E. Ace is tough. Ace is tough gaming, brother. I mean, you've never finished an entire mission, so that checks out. Who, me? You don't know that. It's the same reason PS5 is small. That don't make any sense. I love not being able to move or interact with the game I spent 40 USD on. Yes, doctor. That's Hydra right there. Your new patient. I suggest bringing the straitjacket and put them in the cozy room. The padded one, actually. Xbox runs on SSD while PC has SSD and HDD. Oh, well they said Xbox hard drive, so I was confused. Yeah, if it's on SSD, I don't know exactly why it's better, but whatever the case is, they gotta just, like, if you're on a hard drive, you're holding this back. Only you can be the change in the world that we need. SSDs aren't that expensive necessarily. And matter of fact, we should start a charity to send folks that have a hard drive and SSD. Because it is like an extra $100 if anything, which is kind of like a lot to ask for. Hey, just drop an extra $100 on a thing to play a game that you can already technically play. We should start a charity. The Helldivers 2 SSD 2 charity. HD2 SSD 2. Or SSD for you, I guess. Any idea? Flying War Strider with, no, I'm not reading that. With autonomously targeting bunker turrets, reinforced Scout Strider rocket pods, and that pulls bowel spewers around on chains like pit bulls. Let's glaze. Holy, yo, Big Fish thanks for 10. Glaze on. That's the new catchphrase. Say something ridiculous. It's like the guy from it's like the Human Torch from Fantastic Four. Flame on. Instead, it's just glaze on. Glaze on. How's PC? It works. It works really good, actually. White light, chilling. Realistically, probably shouldn't have applied. I shouldn't have reapplied the thermal paste to the PC, but whatever. Because I'm going to get a new case, install a new motherboard in the new case, and then move all the components in this PC to the new PC case. So wasting thermal paste was kind of stupid. Oh well. Did you replace it with another 90? No. I got a 9950 X3D, a 9950. Main reason is it apparently helps with editing in Premiere Pro, and I was getting kind of annoyed because I just moved up from 1080p to 1440p. It's pretty annoying to have to sit there and wait for stuff to load and the whole 9 yards. So I got a new CPU since the 9800 X3D was seemingly just a bit more prone to messing up than the 9950 X3D. But apparently all X3Ds have an issue, like they have the potential to break or something. So that's kind of sketchy. How come the mic is always on? It's always making noise. Is that my heartbeat? Chances new PC will be eaten by Helldivers 2? I don't know. Part of me is almost tempted to get dang near Linux, to run Helldivers 2 on Linux and see what happens. Glaze Divers Fantastic 4 be like, the game state is fantastic. Glaze on, it's glazing time. The problems are invisible. How'd you like so 5? What are the catchphrases? There's glaze on. That makes sense. The problems are invisible is pretty good. Roommate didn't want me holding his hand while he built his PC during COVID. His ass is lucky I did because he had a SATA NVMe motherboard and a SATA SSD instead of M.2. I'm not too privy to know if that's a problem or not, but I do think that M.2s are pretty good. I can add that to the ring. What motherboard brand are you using and what model? The current ones, they're both Asus. Current one's B650. I think it's -A. The new one's going to be X870E. Tough. It's clobbering your PC. Yeah, just got here. What's the update? Any progress? Yeah, PC works. I'm waiting to put it into. Well, I'm going to use my current PC. I'm going to move it over there. And my plan from there is to simply make a video before I get my new case, and then I'll move all my current components into my new case. So actually, it was a good idea. It was a smart idea to put all my components in this PC. I forgot that I stay inside all day, and I make videos to make a living, so it's good I made this work again. That was a smart idea. I take it back. It was a good idea. Proud of myself. Do you think Arrowhead will actually fix the problems, or just say they're going to and not do anything about it? They're gonna try and fix it. If not, that'd be like the silliest thing. This is horrible PR for any game, by the way. It's like, hey, people are suspecting. People are suspecting with good reason that Helldivers 2 is contributing, if not causing, their hardware that cost money to break. That is genuinely very terrible optics. And in my situation, what happened? I started stream, I started Helldivers 2, PC bricked up, you know what I'm saying? PC freaking froze. Like 4 minutes into a stream, start the game, PC freezes. That's not good. I don't even care what anyone says. That's not good at all. So, have you seen the recent video? They talked about everything but performance. No, I have not. I'm not like super interested in those kinds of videos, me personally. Like, I'd probably watch a video on art, like Helldivers 2 art design and whatnot. I'd probably watch that video. But like how the engine works, I don't care how it works. I just care if you add more enemies. Give me more things to shoot at. I don't have to know what it takes to get there necessarily. I mean, I guess I'd appreciate it if it was like, oh, we made it work, but it took a lot of effort. But get us there first, then explain why it was a pain. That's my 2 cents. I need this cable. Putting it right here. Don't know what to do with my hands right now. I'm not saying anything. The new video is trash, just corporate speak. Oh, Jesus. I fixed it. Okay. Love how I get 30 FPS on level 9 boss before I crash. Yeah, I think that was an issue with the new AI. Like when they changed the AI to like the new way it works, which actually made things dumber. That is, I believe, where a lot of performance started to tank heavier than ever before. performance got worse than last time. They're holding content back until they can stabilize the game. That's probably a good idea. They can't really take too much more bad PR. They can't make too many more mistakes. Not because the game won't get players. It won't get old folks back to playing it. It just won't get as many old folks back playing it. Because you legit can't mess up as much as Helldivers 2 is and expect to be successful. But Helldivers 2 is just very successful on launch, and that is carrying it right now. If it wasn't for that, dude, the game would not exist, I don't think. Like, let's say Helldivers 2 only peaked at 100,000 players on launch, and the numbers correlated, the numbers were close to that going forward. Right now, the game would probably have like 1,000 players. But it's all relative to their peaks. The peaks are what attract, the peaks are what determine how many folks were exposed to the game and how many folks potentially want to come back to it in the future. So their peaks are carrying them because performance is not. I don't think they can handle another mess like this. I don't either. Like Clay was talking about it and saying that if this game were to have another PC have issues like this that are very closely, or they have any ability to be tied to Helldivers 2, if this happens after they fix it, that is a very bad look. That a lot of folks, relatively speaking, will probably never play the game again, or they will take a long time to play the game again. Am I just blind? I think I am. Game director made an interesting comment that translates to, we like the fantasy, just don't put it in the gameplay. I don't know what does it even mean? I'll play Helldivers 2. I just hate that I physically can't play it from crashing. I can't play it from crashing on launch of the game. Yeah. Did your PC get hit by a portable hell bomb or recoilless dude? It was a missile-mounted portable hell bomb the size of an FRV, launched by a Wilbur, being spotted by a Billy Bob on top of a Meat Bob. Hopefully that helps. What are your thoughts on very lack of content in Helldivers 2? I mean, the content itself isn't the issue. Helldivers 2 doesn't have a content drought. It doesn't have like a lack of content. It has a lack of meaningful content, which is a very important distinction. In the same sense that you can make a whole bunch of weapons and add them to the game, but if they're not fun to use, then you just added a whole bunch of essentially nothing. Like you'll get a few folks who'd be like, oh man, this new gun's really for me. I'm having a blast. But the goal isn't to make it so a niche audience is enjoying new weapons and new content. The goal is to make it so the majority enjoy new stuff. They have not done a good job doing that. If I learn anything from Sea of Thieves, bad performance will not kill a game. Well, this game, yeah, it won't kill it. What I'm saying is like Helldivers 2 is lucky that it has such a large player base because they can make these mistakes and they're relatively fine. No apologies, thanks to 5, brother. Sage Pant, thanks to 5. No, it is what it is. It's not good timing. It's not good timing. How's PC? It works. I fixed it. With money. With money and the power of Bezos, what can stop me? A lot, but not this. Is the game actually running bad on consoles? I don't know about, I mean, I'm hearing folks that are crashing on consoles, so that's not good. I'm not too sure about the actual performance, like FPS and whatnot. Did you get a new motherboard? I do, but it's not installed. I'll be installing the new motherboard. I was going to install it today, but then the folks in chat used their brains, and I wasn't. And they said it makes no sense to install a motherboard until I'm getting a new case. I'm getting a new case. I'll install the new motherboard in the new case, swap the components in this PC to the new one. That makes sense. Versus what I was going to do, which is swap motherboard into this PC, new case gets here, and then repeat the same process. So, yeah. Need to switch to Bazite Linux. It works great. I'm debating on trying Linux. I really am. Because Windows has actually been pissing me off. Windows has been doing some stupid stuff. Not only did they, like, Windows itself was bricking folks' SSDs. That's insanity. They're also just, it's a stupid freaking, it's terrible. Like, I have the inability to make it so I can simply have my taskbar remain on both monitors. I have it set to be all taskbars, all monitors, and it breaks somehow. Small nitpick, but on top of everything else Windows does, like all the spyware, all the garbage that slows down your PC, despise it with a passion. I think it should be illegal to make it, like, it should be a law that any kind of spyware, any kind of things that slow down a PC, it should be like a one button to turn off. There should be like a very easy menu you can find that just turns it all off, and you can like turn the things on you want. Plans on covering Arc Raiders when it comes out? Yes, I plan to. I definitely have to make sure I have options to play other games. Not that I think Helldivers 2 is dying. Not that I'm ever or never going to play it again. But I think that it's definitely shown itself to just make really bad decisions. And in this case, for a very prolonged period of time, whether it's gameplay, whether it's just accidentally making performance horrible. So it'd be wise, in my best interest, to definitely have a different game to play in the meantime when they're working on stuff. What if instead of Helldivers it was Sponge Divers, and you had to play as what the hell did you write? Who gave, someone take their credit card right now. Spongbib, Partic Squidward. I'm not saying that second one. That sounds, I talk too fast. Trabs. Yeah, somebody please take their credit card. I think they're off their rocker. Hydro, thanks for the 5. Yeah, what are you doing, brother? Heads up, if you go to Linux, you will lose about 15 to 20% performance since you have an NVIDIA GPU. Drivers are terrible. Well, you're pulling my hand here. I guess I won't go to Linux. Man, I was really looking forward to learning a whole new operating system. That was you saved me, man. I mean, I guess you ruined it. Yeah, I'll probably just wait. Hitting that Tylenol? Yeah, he's taking Tylenol as a baby. She. Do you need EMS, my guy? Nah. Hydro's good. Ooh, Linux, bro. Did you not just hear what they said? 20%. That's a lot. That's a lot of percentages. When you go out to eat food and they hit you with the bill and the bill says, "Would you like to tip 20%?" You sit there and go to yourself and you say, "What the hell? 20% of what I just paid you to eat these to make this food? That's highway robbery." I'm not going to go ahead and lose 20% for fun on my drivers. No, sorry to Bob. In the case anymore, NVIDIA has released new drivers for Linux and continues to do so. Chat, we have a new revelation. I still don't want to learn Linux, though. I'll think about it. Can we see the shirt? Monday. Versus Friday. Yeah. If Arrowhead properly tested, then they wouldn't have as many persistent new and recurring bugs as they've had for the entire life of the game. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's going on. Now, and just like with all things. OhDough, what up, Arthur Tactical? What's good, my G? Accurate shirt? Pretty much. What's up? Not much. Fixed the PC. Gonna be rebuilding it here in like 3 days. Well, it's fixed right now. It works, but I need a new motherboard, and I figured may as well put it in like a new case that I like more. So, got it figured out. What happened? I think that Helldivers 2 played a role in bricking my CPU, which was a 9800 X3D. Now, I say a role because the 9800 X3D was having issues where it was freezing on Premiere Pro. It was freezing, I think at one point in time it freezed on startup of the PC. But it stopped doing that. It didn't do that for a while. Actually, at all, I don't think. Because I think I updated my BIOS and I thought I fixed it. but it did keep freezing in Helldivers 2. And it was doing that consistently no matter what. I think one day it froze my PC. I turned it off, turned it back on, launched Helldivers 2 again because it's my job to make videos on Helldivers 2. It froze again, and so it happened twice in one day. And I feel as though that probably wasn't good for the CPU. I'm not a rocket surgeon or nothing. So chances are it probably got overvolted, which I did undervolt my CPU. I undervolted my 9800 XDD by about like, I think 20 volts or something, whatever the number is on the BIOS. So I'm a little perplexed at how it died because it doesn't have any burn marks. There's no like, there's no burns at all. There is like one spot that I can see, but y'all can't see. That looks a little weird. Yeah, there's one spot that's scuffed. I can't rub this, right? I shouldn't touch those. Lord knows I want to. It's happening to me only on that glitch planet on the bot's front. Oh yeah, that one was bad. Can't be the motherboard. I don't think it's a motherboard because I plugged in a new CPU in the motherboard and the PC starts. The motherboard turned on, but I couldn't post with the CPU in the motherboard. It would not post, it wouldn't go to BIOS, it wouldn't do anything. I removed all SSDs, M.2 drive, I did everything except for unplugging my GPU, but the GPU is fine, it works. I legit did everything except for unplugging the GPU. So, pretty sure it's the CPU somehow. And there's that one spot that's fucked up. I can't like show you guys, but I see it. It exists. RAMs? Nah, I tried different sticks. I'll show you. I have 2 extra sticks of RAM, and I just bought Corsair Vengeance 64 gig, or 2 sticks of 32 gig. Before that, I had 2 sticks of Team Group, which is a total of 32 gigs. So I tested this. I had these, the Corsair Vengeance. I tried both sticks. I tried single channel. So I don't think it's any of that. It's just a matter of the CPU died somehow, which is shocking, but not unheard of for the 9800 X3Ds. And that's why I'm saying Helldivers 2 probably played a role, but the CPU itself was probably going to die eventually anyway. And I don't get how that's happening. I had my current PC that this is being streamed on, that has a 3950X CPU. I'm pretty sure I've had it for about 4 years now. And I've used this PC a lot. New PC, built about 2, 3, maybe 4 months ago. CPU's broken? Like, what? And I built all my PCs so far. I think I built like 3 PCs. Never had tech issues. But 9800 XD has been a problem. One of the hardest parts is just dying you like that. Hey, I think AMD fucked it up. Will you RMA it? What does that mean? What does RMA mean? Folks been asking that. Return manufacturer. I don't know what RMA means. No, it's not an ASRock, it's Asus. Real man answer? Got to find one of them. See what they think. Plug in your TI-89 if you have one. my calculator? I have one somewhere. Don't know where though. Return merchandise authorization. Really mass actualize. All right, where's Harambe right now? Return merchandise authorization. RMA is your warranty agreement basically. See, I don't know where I bought this CPU from because I bought it from a scalper, I think. It was $700. I forget where exactly too. Do you delete Game God and shader cache before starting Helldivers? I don't. Currently building one, just waiting for the case. Being built off a 9080 XT X870E, I got that as well. Oh, carbon motherboard, sheesh. And a 9800 X3D. You may have better luck than I do. Like, I don't think that everyone's X3Ds are breaking, but mine definitely did. Doesn't matter where you bought it from, it's something that would be between you and AMD. AMD owes me money, AMD owes me money. Why is it so cheap? Yeah, it's like $400. It's a good deal if it doesn't break. Like, it ran games good. Top 10 best cheese and which is best in Helldivers 2. Top 10 best cheese. I'm going Parmesan. No, not Parmesan Reggiano. That's like 6. American cheese is like 5. Probably 4. I don't know that many cheeses. Number 1, I don't even know what number 1 is. How'd you rank it 2? Queso Canyon? Blue cheese? No. Blue cheese is for freaks. It's for freaks and people that should not be let into polite society. Oh, mozzarella is pretty good. Yeah, I think mozzarella is like number 1, number 2. Do you have any stinky cheese? You ain't caught. What? They're pretty public X3D CPU deaths with ASRock and less so Asus motherboards. Gamers Nexus covered it. Yeah, I do have an Asus one, and my motherboard is it's a B650, so it's like on the lower end of motherboards. So I'm curious if that was an issue, where the motherboard itself wasn't supplying enough power, and the CPU was probably overvolting itself to keep up. It's like caveman thoughts, but maybe. Mozzarella or Parmesan, or no, I think it's mozzarella. Mozzarella number 1 for sure. An X870, I have one. X870's on my table right now. Love how I can completely divert a conversation by saying one stupid thing. It's because we're polite. We entertain your interjections. Plus you're throwing shekels at me. And I'm catching them. You switch to Linux, which distro would you go with? I have no idea what any of that. What is it? Distribution? Pop Rocks. Pop Locks, Land Locks. That's the one. I think you can disable half the CPU cores if you wanted to. Well, it's dead now, so they're all disabled, don't worry. Every single last CPU core got disabled, brother. Trust me. 18-month aged Gouda. The Gouda. The Ronnie spam is annoying. Hoomst? Oh, it's showing top chat and not live chat. Fixed it. Where's this Ronnie fella at? The new case is a Leon Lee 011 Dynamic. It's weird to explain because when you Google it, it doesn't give you the right case. It's a nice case though. A lot of space, room for 9 fans, and I bought 9 fans. I got 9 Noctua fans. 3 of them right here. He's the fan man. He's got 9 of them. I got 6 more coming. Because my old PC has 6 Noctua fans just like this. The new one's gonna have 9. And they're gonna look tan and brown. I don't care. Because my current PC has like LED stuff and it looks neat and all that good stuff, but I like these more. I like these fans a lot more. I don't really like the Leon Lee. You have to have a separate device you hook it up to and plug in your PC. It's just extra stuff I don't want to deal with. So I'll do these. Yeah, they have their own connectors. I'll get it all situated. Well, my PC is going to make some noise. It's going to have to. But it doesn't make a lot of noise. So, like the current one that right now this PC's on that has the 9 fans. That's right. This one. You can't hear it. When you start it, you'll hear it, but you can't hear it right now. 13 fans? All right. All right, bro. Think you're cool? What, like you're more. It's not even a 1-up. That's like a 4-up. It's crazy. Got 14 on mine. What are you, Dale Dimmadome? Owner Dimmadome Helm? Is there gonna be any helldivers today, or is this just chatting stream? Not that I mind that. It's just chatting. I'm not playing Helldivers 2 for a bit. I might wait until next week to play Helldivers 2, actually. Like, I'm debating on ripping a Battlefield 6 stream, because I rock Shotgun Sniper, and I go crazy. But I probably won't play Helldivers 2 until they patch something. I may log into it on my old PC. I do need to get a recording of the primary weapons, because I want to make a primary weapon tier list. I have a bunch of footage. I can make it work. I won't have footage for every single weapon, because I can't log in to play the game right now. How come you don't release videos in 4K? Because the storage is ridiculous. Hell, dude, I have a hard time finding storage for videos in 1440p. 4K? Sheesh. I probably could. But how many people even have a 4K monitor though? Like, I think that right now there's more and more people getting a 1440p monitor, but I don't know of too many folks that really have a 4K. Like, if I had to guess, maybe 5-10% of folks, probably 5% of folks on YouTube have it. Big rigs over the road racing stream win. I was debating, wait, there's a new game. What's it called? RV There Yet. It's like a RV, like the mobile home. RV There Yet is essentially going to be kind of like Peak. So friend swap, if you will, but it looks really fun. That game looks hella fun to play. I don't have a 4K monitor, and YouTube obliterates 4K anyway. Hell yeah, we can hold off. I wouldn't mind getting a 4K thing if I could get higher level SSDs. But SSDs right now, I think the highest you can get is maybe 8 terabyte. Pretty sure it's 8 terabyte. I don't want to work with hard drives. Hard drives are loud. Dad joke title? I'll pass. It's not a dad joke. It's a Helldivers joke. It's a funny joke too. Finish Cottage Simulator stream win. Never heard of that game in my life. CPU died? Were any other parts bonked? I'm slow on the uptake. No, it's just CPU. Nothing else is broken. I mean, I still need to check my SSDs, but the PC started, and the SSD that has Helldivers 2 on it is the one that... I'll probably check SSDs in a moment. Well, tonight. You plan on getting a Gen 5 SSD or a Gen 4? I don't know. There's a difference. What's the difference? Currently, I have... I mean, so my new motherboard actually has 4 NVMe slots. I could go stupid and get... Nah, it's so expensive. I can't afford that right now. Once my YouTube check hits, I might invest in more NVMe storage. It's a M.5 as well. I think it's M.5. Yo, Bond, thanks for 20, brother. Appreciate you. Warhammer Dark Tide is really dark and has tide. I heard that Warhammer Dark Tide made some mistakes. Was it the Asus B650 with the 900 XUD that killed the CPU? I think it didn't help. Bro, we're not repeating the same comment when your comment didn't even leave the screen yet. The impatience is palpable. Gen 4 is a lot cheaper. Have to look at Mobo for Gen slots. Also watch out for bifurcation. That was bifurcation. Show us Battlefield 6 stream? I might. I've been playing it a bit. Battlefield 6, it's in a Battlefield 6 actually in a weird spot where it feels like Call of Duty. Like, the time to kill is so fast for no reason, and the grind just feels really mundane. And I recorded a video pretty much griping about that in a sense. It's like I recorded it's the same video. I recorded it twice to try and get my thoughts better. And I don't know. Like, it's fun to play, but it's not as fun as it should be. And I kind of hate that. Hottest Helldivers 2 enemy and why is it Stalker? You're both different. Casual links to 2. Looking hot today, sir. GG Kiwi, thank you for the NZ5. Appreciate the kindness. Battlefield 6 feeling like COD just convinced me not to buy it. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I don't think it's a bad game, but it's weird because it could be so much better if it just didn't feel like Call of Duty. And I mean that straight up. Like, I play that game like Call of Duty, but you could play the old Battlefield games like COD in a sense if you're talking about like aggressive plays and stuff, and that's not a big deal. Like, that's fine. It's more so just the lack of investment in gunfights feels strange. Like, you die so quickly that it legitimately just doesn't really feel as though you have a whole lot you can do in many cases. Plus, there's like a lot of spray, there's bloom on your shots, apparently. There's hit flinch, which is terrible. So if you get hit, you can't shoot back, even though you already die so fast. Like, why does it exist? It does feel soulless. Richard, I said the same thing. The video starts off like this. Battlefield 6 isn't a bad game, but it feels soulless. That was like one of the takes. I think I changed it to it's missing something, a piece of its soul. So, I agree. It feels weird. It's not bad though. That's the issue. Like, it's not a bad game, but it's not a game that can sit there and go, "You guys should pay $70. It's so good." And I want to say that. I wish I could say that, but it's not good enough for that, unfortunately. Not bloom. Folks are saying it has bloom. Spread, whatever the case. ETA, why would it have a soul? It can have a soul. The more soul it has, the more money EA makes. Oh, dude, the maps as well. I think I brought up an example of like a really old Battlefield game. I think Battlefield 3, where you could just like remember the map and how it played, and there's just so much more going on. The current maps are just so one-dimensional. Like, the lanes are just so set in place. You have like a ton of open area. You can't even move up really. You're just put into a meat grinder unnecessarily. Like, just an unnecessary meat grinder that's not very fun to encounter really. So it honestly encourages more camping and sitting back like a pansy. And the maps are just so forgettable. There's not too much dynamicness to the maps themselves. Oh, not bloom again? Oh, yeah, bloom is a recurring theme. It's funny that a lot of these games have the same issue because they're all in the same freaking room. I think, how many games are in Sweden? Like, how many game studios are operating out of Sweden? And they just do the same silly stuff. We were talking and the energy of my neighborhood just went off. Oh, the energy of your neighborhood just went out. There must be something about the automatons. I mean, we had the automaton sergeant in here going crazy earlier. I wish there were more teams-based shooters. Games like Marvel Rivals, TF2, and Helldivers 2 kinda are so much fun to me, more than COD or Battlefield. Hydro thanks for 5. I think that Battle Royales are the way forward for FPS games. If not Battle Royales, extraction shooters. But the reason why I think that is that there's a lot more going on. Like, you have this like tangible story being built in the game itself based on your survival. More so than just, hey, you're on a team, just, play the game. You're doing conquest, you're doing domination, capture the flag. You don't really, like, nothing's changing. Nothing's changing right before your eyes. There's no story being built necessarily. You're just going through the same motions. Whereas in a battle royale, like, things are changing. Things change drastically. Like, where you're at in the map, what the end zones, what teams are alive, your team composition. Like, there's a lot more moving parts. But battle royales, they always have mistakes. They always make a lot of the same critical mistakes. In many cases, it's not very fun because they don't emphasize replayability. They don't make it to where you can respawn and actually play the game. Like, Apex took 4-5 goddamn years to make respawns not complete garbage, which is pretty ridiculous. So I think the moment a new battle royale comes out that just focuses on human input, so less aim assist because Jesus Christ. Human input, interesting classes, characters that look good. They're just appealing. They draw the eye, not because they're hot or nothing, but they look interesting. Interesting characters are a big deal, and like fun gameplay. And it can be like the same gameplay loop, really. It's like kill people, get armor, get guns. Like that doesn't have to change. Just make the gameplay loop fun. Titties? I mean, they can have them. Marathon hype? I don't think so. Marathon does not look like it has a whole lot. It looks unique, but it doesn't look very fun to play. How goes the PC reveal? Oh, so a PC revival. It's been revived. The CPU got fried. I don't know what happened to it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon or a rocket enthusiast, but this got fried because I tested a bunch of stuff, obviously, but today I changed out this for a 9950X3D, a new CPU, and the PC starts right up. It posts, it goes to Windows, I turn it on, I can actually do stuff. So the CPU was the culprit. SSDs seem to be fine. Waiting for a big Metroidvania shooter to come out that isn't made by Nintendo. Well, did you try something? Yeah, I flashed my BIOS. To play more Halo? I don't know about that. The bots knew they couldn't kill you in game. They can though. I die a lot. You're cooking too hard. I mean, it's probably the back-to-back like Grunt Fantasy video. The two videos on Grunt Fantasy, those were not particularly liked. The powers that be tried to silence me. Then the War Strider video, I was gonna make more, but it just takes so much time. Like I want to talk about difficulty and how the game is not difficulty. It's not difficult in the way that folks think, and most folks they preach difficulty in the dumbest way possible, for lack of a better term, the silliest way possible to be nicer. If you get the hard lock issues again, you should try the Control Windows Delete shortcut to make a new desktop. It's stronger than Alt F4 and Control Delete for some reason. Control Windows Delete. Well, hopefully this one doesn't do that. I'm gonna wait to play Helldivers 2 on this PC until a patch comes out that addresses performance. Because I do not want to have this thing break again. That sucked. I'm telling you, turn that bug rant from the DDR stream into a video. No, I don't think that's a good choice. That was a very harsh rant. How'd you think so, 5? All right, folks. Enough ranting from me, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and pack it up. I'm freaking dead. I'm so tired today and yesterday and the day before that. Hoi, yo, yo. But I appreciate y'all's time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling and chatting. Thanks for caring. And I hope to be back playing video games in the near future. I'll probably make a video on this to be more concise, because obviously the stream is a bit all over the place. And at the start of the video I was quiet, so that sucks. But thank y'all for your time. Have a good day or night. Peace. Give me a moment while I find the end stream button.